Want to market your coaching business in the most effective way possible so that hitting 10K and 30K months feels effortless? Well, in today's video, I'm going to show you my strategy behind the scenes that have helped a lot of my clients go from 0 to 40K and 50K months, and even how I've made up to $10,000 in cash collected from just one post. I'm Natalie Santa Rosa, and I've actually worked with over 450 women to help them attract clients online consistently. And I've been in the business and marketing world for a while, right? I actually previously worked as a freelancer in marketing. I was in a corporate marketing job. I now have a 7-figure business where I help people with marketing and sales. So I know a lot about this topic. And so in today's video, we're going to be first going over the overarching strategy that you need to implement into your coaching business so you can consistently attract clients online, as well as, I know I told you I'd also give you the details of the post that I created. I'm going to show it right here, where you'll essentially learn the steps that I took that allowed me to make $10,000 from just that one post. I'm going to be dividing marketing into 4 simple steps for you. And the first step is to identify your transformation accurately. What do I mean by that? A lot of people think that they have a niche and they do the very basic pick a niche exercise, and they think that's it. They're like, oh, I know I really want to help people with growing their business if you're a business coach, or oh, I really know I want to help people with their health and feel their healthiest if they're a health coach. Or even something as much as, oh, I really know that I want to help people with finding their dream relationship. And so they think that that's it. That's not it. In fact, that's probably one of the reasons that you're having a hard time attracting clients consistently at the moment. Whenever you do the ideal client avatar exercise, if you have no clue what I'm talking about here, and you're like, wait a second, this is feeling like a little bit above a few steps of where I am at in my business, I have another video that goes more into basics of starting your coaching business. And if you do want to watch that, I'm going to just put in the cards up here where you can click on that video, and I talk about how to start your coaching business and the fastest way to 10K months. But if you do know what I'm talking about, right? Essentially, what we really want to identify is where in their journey is your client. That means that even, let's say you're a dating coach, the client might be at a different point in this journey. So, or a relationship coach. It could be that you help women find their ideal partner. It could be that you help women develop a deeper relationship with their partner. You know, if you're a business coach, maybe you help very beginner entrepreneurs, or maybe you help entrepreneurs that already have a business, but they're struggling to get clients. Or maybe, you know, you're thinking to yourself, okay, I'm at a different point in the transformation where I'm helping people go from 6 figures to 7 figures, yada, yada, yada. What I mean by this is that you need to get very clear at what point is your client in their journey. Get really clear on that rather than just thinking niche means like a group of people, and instead think of it as a point in time of a transformation of a certain group of people. And then get really defined on what their end result is that they desire, right? This will allow you to ensure that you're accurately speaking to your ideal client, rather than attracting clients who are at a different point in their journey and maybe you don't really want to work with those clients as much. Second thing that you really need to focus on is what is your differentiating factor. Lots of people skip this step, and this is why they blend into the crowd. There's a lot of people in coaching nowadays, so you want to make sure that you do have a differentiating factor. What do I mean by that? I mean, how are you positioning yourself in the market? And this is what is going to better allow you to be seen as an authority. So for instance, right, lots of people may have the same philosophy within your niche, but if you see things through a bit of a different lens, it can allow you to position and polarize yourself from other people within your niche. This is next level marketing that very few people take advantage of. In fact, a lot of people, when it comes to marketing, focus on how-to content. They'll create content like, oh, how to make this recipe if you're in food, or like how to, exercise at the gym so you don't have to yada, yada, yada. Instead of creating belief shifting content, and this really starts from having a differentiating factor within the market, meaning two things. How are you positioning yourself differently from other people within your same niche? What's a little bit different? How is your philosophy maybe a little bit different? How can you polarize yourself from that person? As well as the second thing, which is what makes your offer irresistible? What is the one thing that you're inside of your market no one else is offering? And how could you potentially offer that to your clientele if that's what your ideal client deeply desires? All right, now that we've talked about an overall strategy and some principles that you need to put into place here, let's now talk about the nitty-gritty of what does this look like in practice. Okay, so there's no way I can make a video that fully comprehends everything about marketing. That would be really, really impossible. And I highly recommend you check out some of my other videos that are on different marketing topics to delve deeper into things. But I do want to talk about two principles that a lot of people don't use effectively in their business. So within this video, we're going to be talking about organic marketing, because it is my personal philosophy that you really shouldn't use ads until you're at 30K and 40K months in your business. The reason why I say that is because I've seen so many beginner entrepreneurs just pour money down the drain through ads. That does not mean that I'm against ads. You might even notice I currently run ads. Even though I built my business at 70K months 100% organically, I do use ads at the moment. Why is that? What you want to think of ads as is you need to have a strong organic base to getting clients, meaning that you understand how to use organic marketing to get clients month after month without ads. That's your fire, right? You got to build yourself a fire. That's the foundation of your business. And then ads is essentially just some gasoline that you pour on the fire, and it lights it up and it makes it even bigger. Plus, it requires less effort, right? You're not having to add in all these different wood stuff yourself. You pour the gasoline, it gets really big. Okay, the fire gets really big really easily. Now, what a lot of beginner entrepreneurs do is they just pour gasoline on the ground. They haven't even built a fire yet, and then they're shocked when, where's my fire? You didn't build one yourself first. But to go back a few steps, that's why we're going to talk today about organic marketing, setting up your correct foundation. And with that, that means organic marketing, and I like to think of short-term organic marketing and long-term organic marketing when we're figuring out how to get you clients and build yourself a sustainable business that allows you to get clients month after month, but eventually move into a model where you can actually step back and your business and the sales generated in your business can still continue without you having to be there for every single second of different things happening in your business. So short-term marketing is more of what I like to think of as the platforms as LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, etc., etc. Content shelf life is really, really, really short, meaning when you post something, today, it probably has a 24-hour to max 5-day life shelf. And after that point, the content really becomes obsolete unless someone scrolls down on your page and binges all of your content. But no one is going to find that content organically via search. It just isn't how the platforms work at the moment. Even as the platforms move to a more SEO-based model, it doesn't necessarily mean that people are going to be finding old reels of yours or old TikToks of yours that fit a description and it's going to be used as a search platform. At least that's not what it is like at the moment yet. But that type of marketing actually leads to clients much, much faster. It's easier to build an audience on those platforms as well. And in addition to that, if you have a really strong content strategy paired with a relationship building strategy where you're actively engaging with your audience, you can get clients so easily. right? This is where I actually focused primarily for a good bit of time and built my business 70K months, is just with that. And it was actually with Instagram. And that's why now I've released a mini course that's called Instagram Client Machine, where I teach you the strategies that I use, and I've taught over 450 women at this point. Now, you also want to have a long-term organic marketing strategy. And my favorite platform for that is YouTube, although I do have some clients that use podcasting to do the same thing. The reason why I really love YouTube is because it's so much used as a search engine. People can type in Google videos pop up via search. Everyone to this day uses YouTube as a search engine. And it's also a platform that I've been posting on for years at this point. I started posting late 2019, and I still get clients from videos that I actually made 2 years ago. Meaning I haven't done anything since I made that video 2 years ago, and I still get clients to this day from people finding that video via search and then booking in calls with my company, right? So this is one of the reasons I really love the YouTube platform, and I'm making a video like this today. Ideally, what I would do when it comes to YouTube is I would just really start creating videos, and then you need a solid SEO strategy to be able to pop up sooner via search. What I did initially with my channel is I went for a very, very, very small pool of people that I knew would be able to find my videos, and I worked on ranking first. And this paid off massively, because now, years later, I'm still one of the #1 people that pops up first in search for a lot of different searches for that niche, as well as has a lot of videos just under one search topic. My fourth point for you to implement into your marketing strategy for your coaching business is to track your numbers and have KPIs. So a lot of this talk might sound confusing until you're at a different point in your business. And quite honestly, you can intuitively get your business to 6 figures, 20K months, maybe even 30K months or 40K months, just simply by pure intuition. In fact, I tend to be a more intuitive person myself. And when I had a mentor of mine tell me to start tracking my numbers, I wasn't exactly on board with it at first. Now, though, at this point in time, I love tracking numbers because it allows me to better manage my team. Meaning, I can know, hey, this is how many people we need to engage with on a daily basis. This is how many posts that need to go out. This is what type of posts that need to go out. This is how many calls we need to book in for the business to hit our monthly cash collected goals. This makes it so easy for me to be able to create really amazing consistency in my business, better manage my team, and get more of my time back because I'm not confused where my next client is coming from. I very accurately know where my next client is coming from, where my next 10 clients are coming from, and how I can make my business even larger if I wanted to. Now, if you're at the point in your business where maybe you're making 10K months right now, or maybe you've made a 10K month or a 5K month or something like that, what I'd really, really recommend that you do is go back to the actions that you took at that month. Look at, hey, what webinars did I hold? Did I post any YouTube videos? How many posts did I do? What were the topics of the posts? How did I engage with my followers? How many messages do I send to my followers? How many calls did I book that month? What was my close rate of that month? Looking at those numbers can more accurately allow you to see these are the numbers that led to that cash month, and now I can make it repeatable for myself. All right, finally, as promised, I'm gonna go a little bit into detail about the posts that I created that led to 10K cash collected in my business. Now, within this post, if you go look it up on my Instagram, you can see really clearly I'm using that authority hack I taught you earlier, where you want to position yourself in a market and differentiate yourself. I'm also doing a value tease as well. So I'm giving people some information, but I'm not creating how-to content. Instead, the purpose is to create belief-shifting content. And finally, I have a solid call to action where a lot of people feel compelled to actually do my call to action because of the 2 things I did before this call to action. Now, if you want to understand more line by line and have me break down this Instagram post of mine that led to that much cash collected in my business. Then I actually have an exclusive free training video that's available only inside my free Facebook group. And if you're not already part of that Facebook group, it has exclusive trainings of mine that aren't available anywhere else. It also has a really amazing community of other women who are working on building up their business. So if that sounds like you, and you want more details line by line, what did I do in that reel and that post that led to that amount cash collected, all you gotta do is go below in the description, click that link, join the group, and you can even shoot me a message if you can't find that video. It's within the featured tab, but if you can't find that video, just send me a DM and be like, hey Natalie, I'm looking for the 10K cash collected free training video that you provide, and I will make sure we get that to you. All right, everybody, I hope you liked this video. If you did, be sure to like it, comment below if there's anything you'd like me to talk about next, and subscribe and hit that notification bell because I put out new videos just like this one every single Friday.